The courtroom is silent. A black teenager, barely 17, stands at the defense table. His hands tremble as he clutches a stack of notes. His clothes are simple, slightly oversized, a thrift store suit. Across from him, a stern judge smirks from the bench. She leans back, tapping her gavel lazily against the block. "Son, this isn't a high school debate club," she sneers, voice echoing through the chamber. "This is a real courtroom. Are you sure you even know what you're doing?" The gallery laughs under its breath. A few lawyers at the back exchange smug glances, but the teenager doesn't flinch. He looks up at the judge, calm, his eyes steady. He begins to speak, and his first words make the entire room fall silent. The fluorescent lights above hum faintly. Dust motes float through the stale air. The courtroom smells faintly of old wood and coffee. The boy, Marcus Johnson, is representing himself. His public defender failed to show, and rather than request a delay, Marcus insisted he could handle it. Everyone thought it was a joke. The judge, Honorable Rebecca Simmons, is known for her impatience and arrogance. A woman in her late 50s, sharp-featured, proud of her reputation as a no-nonsense judge. She had seen countless defendants beg, stutter, and fail in front of her. But this boy, he was bold enough to face her courtroom alone. "Proceed if you must," she says, shaking her head with mock amusement. The bailiff crosses his arms, waiting. The spectators whisper. A reporter scribbles notes, already drafting the headline. Teen crashes in courtroom disaster. Marcus adjusts his tie. His voice is soft but carries, and he starts laying out his defense. At first, the judge interrupts him constantly. "Objection," she cuts in, though no one has objected. "That's not how court works, young man." The crowd chuckles, but Marcus doesn't stop. He raises his voice slightly, his tone deliberate, precise. He begins citing legal precedents, case after case. His arguments are crisp, structured, and unervingly familiar. The judge leans forward, narrowing her eyes. Something about the way he phrases things. It sounds rehearsed, almost professional. The prosecutor scoffs. "Your Honor, this is absurd. This child is clearly playing lawyer, wasting the court's time." But Marcus continues. His delivery sharpens. He challenges the evidence, dismantling the timeline, and questions the credibility of the witnesses. Whispers ripple through the gallery. A man mutters, "How does he even know this stuff?" The judge interrupts again. "Where are you getting these arguments? Boy, you think you can play games with me?" Marcus finally lifts his head. His voice cuts through the tension. "These aren't games, Your Honor. Every word I've spoken comes directly from a book." The judge smirks. "Oh, and what great legal masterpiece have you been cribbing from?" The boy pauses and says slowly, "Your book." Gasps echo through the chamber. The judge freezes. For a moment, her mask slips. My book?" she stammers. Marcus nods, pulling a worn hardcover from his notes. The title glints under the courtroom lights. The Foundations of Justice by Honorable Rebecca Simmons. Her book, her proudest achievement. A legal text used in universities across the country. Marcus opens it to a highlighted passage. Chapter 4, page 112. He says firmly, "You wrote, justice must never favor arrogance over truth, nor power over principle." The gallery erupts into murmurs. The judge's face reddens. She slams her gavel. "Order in the court." But Marcus keeps going, quoting line after line, weaving her own words into his defense. Every objection she tries to raise, he shuts down with a passage from her book. Her logic, her philosophy, her legacy, turned against her. The tension is unbearable. The prosecutor fumbles with his notes, sweating. The spectators lean forward, unable to look away. Marcus finishes with a final blow. "By your own standard, Your Honor, this case has no merit. By your own words, justice demands dismissal." Silence. The judge sits frozen. Her gavel trembles in her hand. The entire courtroom waits. Finally, she exhales sharply, almost whispering, "Case dismissed." The gallery gasps, then breaks into stunned chatter. Some clap. Others simply stare at Marcus in awe. The bailiff lowers his head. as if hiding a smile. The prosecutor throws his pen on the table in frustration. And Marcus? He simply gathers his papers, calm and collected, as though nothing extraordinary just happened. The boy who walked in underestimated had walked out victorious. As Marcus turns to leave, the judge calls out, "Wait!" He stops. Her eyes, once cold and mocking, now look at him with something else, respect, and maybe shame. "You've done your homework," she says quietly. "More than most lawyers I see in this court." Marcus nods once. "I had a good teacher." He holds up her book. The spectators rise as he walks past, some whispering admiration, others shaking their heads in disbelief. The judge sits alone on the bench, haunted by the realization. Her arrogance nearly crushed the very values she once taught. The narrator's voice cuts in, deep and deliberate. Never underestimate someone based on their age, their background, or their appearance. Wisdom can come from the most unexpected places. And arrogance? Arrogance blinds even the most powerful. The camera lingers on the empty bench, the open book resting there. Respect everyone, because the person you look down on today might be the one holding you accountable tomorrow. If this story moved you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And don't forget, subscribe for more stories that remind us why respect and justice must always win.